Welcome back to a short Legacy League Vintage Saturday with Beseech Storm versus Oops All Spells. A huge thank you to the Patreon supporters who are helping the league and YouTube channel. If you would like to become a supporter, please click on the link in the show notes. Both players have kept 7 in the game 1, and Marvin is on the play. I'd like to go ahead and apologize about the glare. I didn't realize we had a bad glare on these on these vintage matches that we have, because we put up the camera in a different place than we normally do, and I didn't realize it was directly below a light. I was depending too much on my filter to do the work that normally I don't have to worry about. So Vinny's playing a Polluted Delta, is going to pass it back over to Marvin. I would also like to add that both of these players are new to Vintage. Vinny, this is I think the first time he's ever picked up a Vintage deck to play, and Marvin will come and goof off with us every once in a while on a Saturday, but he doesn't really play too often. So Vinny doesn't typically play Storm, and Marvin does have quite a few reps with Legacy Oops All Spells from one of our league players that lets him borrow it from time to time. Alright, let's see if Vinny can make something work here. We've got 2 Underground Seas, and there's like a Force of Will, a Beseech, maybe a little bit more from that. It looks like a Time Walk as well. So he's just having to work through this. I chose not to. All right, we got that. Vanny plays a Mana Vault, but then just throws it in the graveyard. I'm not quite sure what that is all about. Vinny does play Commander, so he knows what a lot of these cards are and what they do. Marvel was just being a friend there, showing us that he has double Undercity Informant with a Force of Will backup as well. Vinny, still being new to the format, also isn't 100% on like the norms for Vintage, nor am I. But I do know you typically cast Ancestral Recall in your opponent's upkeep, so you don't have to discard a card, especially a dress down that would otherwise potentially win you the game because of the ability it does when Thoughtless Oracle comes into play. So we've got our first Undercity there, and Vinny is going to have to figure something out quick. Vinny may not have a Force of Will either, which is why he may have pitched the Dress Down, but Dress Down is so good in this matchup here that I think that he should not have done that. Those are my 2 cents. I don't know very much more than probably Vinny does when it comes to Legacy, and I know or Vintage, and I know far less about the Beseech deck in Vintage than I do anything else. So I know that Hunter plays it from time to time and kicks the absolute shit out of me, and that's how that typically goes. Vinny goes for a Yogg Will here. Again, chose not to chop up this video too much just because it's already a short video, and these guys deserve a little bit of extra time on screen just because it is their first time playing Vintage, I guess competitively. There's my cat just in time to let us know that he is either hungry or he just wants some attention. So we'll see if he meows here and again in a second. If he does, I'll have to let the little guy out. And alright, so Vinny did resolve the Vampiric Tutor. Puts the Yogg Will on top, chooses not to shuffle because that's how good Vampiric Tutor is, and we're going to go for a Time Walk that you can't even fucking see because that glare is horrendous. Got a Force of Will, pitching a Force of Will here from Marvin, and I'm guessing Vinny doesn't have anything else because he scoops it up pretty much after this kind of thing. So we'll see in game number 2. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Back to game number 2, Vinny has kept 7, Marvin has kept 5, which isn't unrealistic for an Oops All Spells deck. We'll see if Vinny can make something work here with the Beseech Storm deck this time, or if he's going to fizzle out and just get broadsided by an Oops All Spells deck. So it's like he's got Time Vault in his hand. He's just debating on what he wants to do here. And He's gonna crack that for a. He's got Demonic Tutor as well in his hand, I believe. So he can do Demonic Tutor. He also has a Dark Ritual as well, so he could Dark Ritual into Demonic Tutor, play the Time Vault, or he could Time Walk. Oh, he has a blue mana, okay. So he has Time Walk. Alright, so now we know basically the full contents of his hand, I believe. So Time Walk, Time Vault, Underground Sea, Dark Ritual, and Demonic Tutor. So, not bad cards, I believe. And he's going to take a Time Walk here. Marvin's going to flip through his book. And I believe he's going to write us a note here. It says... There's my cat, even though he did just go out and he also did just eat. He just likes to kind of stand in the corner and meow at the wall for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. If anyone knows why cats just do that, that'd be great to let me know. Because it's not like my house is haunted or anything like that. It's a new construction, so unless we had the house built on an Indian burial ground, which absolutely could have happened. But I'm pretty sure it was a horse farm first. I don't know. Maybe I should Google that. Yeah, let's Google that right quick while these guys are playing. Vinny's playing with himself over there anyway. Alright. How do you know if your house was built on an Indian burial ground? Let's see what Cora has to say here. This is a pretty recent post from January 24th of 2023. So it seems like other people may have that as well. How to find out if my house was built on a burial ground. BarkerHillRealty.com. Is my house haunted? FindHomeBuilding.com. Indian burial ground under my house ? Living on an Indian burial ground makes some interesting. This is on Reddit. He's lived in the same house for 21 years, and he's amassed quite a few unexplainable stories. Alright. I'm not going to read that. The Suburban Horror of Indian Burial Grounds. A YouTube channel asking, is your house built on an ancient burial ground? YesMag.org. This app can tell you the indigenous history of your land. And then RD.com. Is my house haunted? 7 signs to look for from paranormal something. Paranormal. I don't know. Alright, let's see what the Cora answer has for us. Oh shit, this game's over. Alright, thanks for watching. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.